Hello again and welcome back to your bite-sized lessons with Rich and myself, Mike, from drumhead.com. So, today we're going to talk about how to push your playing forward. And it's going to be how to push your playing forward using, quite a famous song that Rich will explain. And then talking about moving your hands around, playing open-handed, cross-handed, etc. But Rich will go into it. As ever, if you're enjoying these lessons, like and subscribe, and over to you then.
Okay, so we're going to use the groove to, quite an unusual song that we're not necessarily talk about songs very much here at Drumhead, but we're going to talk about Valerie, and specifically the Amy Winehouse version of Valerie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the groove itself is a quarter note groove with a nice bass drum. Anybody who's been in a function band is going to have played that song like 15 million times, to be honest.
Could also be Mickey, couldn't it?
It could be a million different songs, actually. If we change that bass drum pattern, completely off topic, if we change that bass drum pattern, we've got so many songs.
That's unlike us to get off topic,
It
isn't it?
is. It is.
Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah, back on topic, Valerie. So that's the song that we're going to use. Obviously, you can listen to the song and you can work out what the groove is. But one thing I've found over the years with my students is that if we mix it up a little bit, we can really get into some quite in-depth things which really push your playing forward from a kind of independence point of view. Yeah,
absolutely.
So what we're going to do is we're going to work on playing it. Obviously, work out what the groove is. Playing it this way. So that's the groove, the normal way around at a slow tempo. I believe this track's at I think it's about 210 beats a minute.
It's quite
yeah,
swift,
but it's in quarter notes, so it's not actually as fast as you think it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's about 210. But the idea is that we not necessarily need to play this to the song, we just need to work out how to play it. Okay? So there it is that way around. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it round the other way with the hands. We're going to play the hand part open-handed. Okay? Which can be a challenge in itself, so you're going to have to really take your time with this. Yeah? But it's one of those exercises that we add to the list of things that we work on over a period of time. Absolutely. Because it's not necessarily, if you've never played open-handed before, it's not necessarily something that you're going to be able to play immediately. You're going to have to put some time into this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great way of pushing, as the title suggests, of pushing particularly your weaker side, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. So I'll play it and then I'll switch it so you can see how it works.
Great. I mean, with that, if I close my eyes, you wouldn't know you'd switched. Yeah. And that's the idea, isn't it?
That's the idea.
Keeping it absolutely the same when you're switching over. Yeah.
That's the idea. I mean, you can take it to extremes. If you're a double pedal player, you could switch feet. You can do all sorts of things with this exercise. But the basic of it is that we get both sides of the brain working.
Yeah.
So when we're playing it this way, the right hand, the right foot are all worked by the same side. When we flip it, we then bring into play both sides of the brain, trying to form these pathways. Obviously, the pathways as drummers that we really need to be able to gain that separation between
Independence,
limbs.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. If and when you get that, we can then make it a little bit more difficult, and we can try and switch halfway through the bar. Okay, which makes it even more tricky, right? Okay,
yeah, definitely.
I've got to say, guys, on that took me ages to be able to develop that. Yeah, honestly, the first time you play this, you're likely to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's generally what happens the first time people try and play. So if it does happen, don't worry about it.
Slow it down.
Don't worry about it.
Slow it right down.
Yeah. Yeah, there are no, there are no groove police that are coming to arrest you because you played a groove wrong. Yeah, okay. It's just one of those things, right? You're going to have to just put some time into to get that and get that separation. Working slower is going to really, really help. Yeah.
Always.
And then
Always.
you can build it back up. And eventually, you may get it to a point where you can actually use this.
Yeah.
You could actually play this to the song. It's something that I do with my students now. We actually put the song on and we play and we switch roundabout. And it really massively helps them in terms of this separation, this brain pathway thing that we need to form to help us in all our playing.
And as we said earlier, in terms of if you're a right-handed player, with your left hand, it's going to improve the speeds of your left hand, which a lot of the time just ends up sitting on the back beat, doing the 2 and 4. So this is going to really push that side as well, which is really important for even fills and loads of different things.
Absolutely.
I'll try not to get off topic. I nearly went again.
No, 100%. 100%. No, it's right. It's right. Sometimes an exercise to develop one particular thing massively helps and numerous things, really. There's so many different things that we can work on. If we find the exercises that, if you have an independence issue playing this groove and then you have an independence issue playing this groove, rather than working on individual elements, work on something that actually takes care of the big picture, like this exercise. Yeah. And then you'll find that those grooves that you struggled with, you'll actually be able to play them.
Yeah, great stuff. Okay, I'll.
Shall we put it with a little bit of bass and then?
I'll play a couple of notes from the song.
Okay.
Not the whole lot, obviously, but we'll.
Same tempo, a little bit faster.
Oh no, let's go up to whatever you want to go.
Okay.
Well, you count me in.
Okay.
It's quite speedy, that, isn't it?
It is. That's probably not too far off the actual speed of the song, I would imagine.
Yeah.
It is actually quite quick. And when again, we're going off topic a little bit, but playing that groove with a good bass player it's really nice to walk it in, but you've got to really focus on it.
Yeah, and next time we'll get a good bass player in.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, right? But next time we'll have a good bass player.
I thought you were lining it up. No, that was great.
But there you go, guys. There's an exercise based off a groove that a lot of drummers already know, and we're just flipping it and we're just pushing it to the extreme and doing a little bit more with it. So if you're enjoying these, please remember, like, subscribe, have fun, enjoy, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.